Michael DiGiovanni with Keller Williams in downtown St. Petersburg.
And Michael Getz, Security National Mortgage Loan Officer here in Oldsmar, Florida.
Home buying in 2018 and 3 things you can do today to stay competitive in today's seller market in downtown St. Petersburg. So one of the points, Mike, that I wanted to talk about with you is knowing your buying power.
That's so important. I mean, if you don't know how much you qualify for, how can you make an offer on a house? So what Michael will do is direct you to me as your lender. I will go ahead and have an initial interview with you. I'll explain the home buying process. We'll gather some information from you. We'll answer your questions. We'll be able to show you what it is that your budget, that you're comfortable with, will buy you in the way of purchase price on a home.
Right, and that goes into my second point, and that should be the first thing you should do. The second thing you need to do is know your market, okay? Knowing your local market is going to be extremely important because once you get the pre-approval from Mike, you know your buying power and you can leverage that based on what the market is selling for, what homes are selling for. There's so many times where I get people who want a $200,000 home with a pool on the water. And because they're coming from another market. So getting with the local experts is key, and that's where I come in to really teach home buyers what's going on in today's market. Because in St. Pete, values change, as you know, from street to street, from block to block.
I think that you bring up a great point. Being the local expert for downtown St. Pete, as a lender, one of the things that's to your advantage is having a local lender where we're familiar with the marketplace. So when we order an appraisal, let's say we get you pre-qualified, you go under contract. A lot of times where the deal is lost is because the appraisal comes in and it doesn't come in at value. Well, why does that happen? Shouldn't everybody know what a home is worth? Well, if an appraiser is not from the area that he's appraising, he doesn't understand the marketplace. So downtown St. Pete, you might have an area that on the fringe has some commercial with some really high-end residential right next to it, and that appraiser downplays the value because he doesn't understand the association between the two, where another appraiser that's familiar with St. Pete is going to come in at the proper value. So we as a local lender have relationships with appraisal management companies that are local, that are hiring local appraisers, so when they come out, they understand that St. Pete market. It's extremely important to you.
Absolutely. And another point I wanted to make was communication. So having a team that's local, we have business relationships with contractors, title companies that can help make this process more streamlined for you as a customer and make you more competitive as a buyer. Because in St. Pete's market right now, we are in a seller's market where inventory is very low and prices are going up and appreciating roughly 8 to 10% each year. Would you agree, Mike?
Yeah, you want to position yourself to have the best opportunity to try and buy that house that you want, to make your dream come true, right? So having a bona fide, solid pre-approval to go along with your offer just increases your chances of being able to be successful on that home buying purchase.
Right. And the last piece we want to leave with you is one of Mike's custom home maps that you can use right now. He can give you the code to text. Mike, you want to talk about that?
Search for real estate like a pro. Be able to search for real estate just like Michael does.
Right.
So because of Michael, we're going to go ahead and give you the information for this app. You're going to text FL Home 849. That's FLHOME 849. And you're going to text it to 32323. So again, that's text FL Home 849 to 32323.
And the biggest difference between a Zillow app, between this app, Mike, is this pulls directly from the MLS.
Directly from MLS, real time.
And that information is key because the last thing you want to do as a home buyer is be calling on a home.
Fall in love with a home that's already under contract.
Right. So text that code right now and start looking like a real estate agent pro today.